Hello and welcome to round 4 of the South African simGT Endurance Series, and we are racing at Mugello this time round. The two Squadra Ghostworks BMWs have locked out the front row, and that is Bashir Jadwat starting in pole position ahead of teammate Jonathan Bence. On debut, Jason Absmeyer for Trigon Rev Limit Racing starts his BMW in third position alongside Pete van Vieren in the white Ferrari for Trigon Racing. Alongside him is Koenraad van Wyk for Prodigy Motorsport in the orange Ferrari. Row 3 sees Mark Hembury start ahead of Marcus Steyn. Azim Edwards will start his Nexus Racing BMW in 8th position, just ahead of Chris Heineck in the second of the HRTs. Johan Nel shares row 6 with Jason Holden Jones in 10th and 11th position. Gerda Smit starts from 12th position, and Philip Lateghan will start his Prodigy Motorsport Ferrari from the pit lane, unfortunately for him. Let's get down right to it. The lights have come on, the drivers are ready to start the race. And off we go. It is Bashir Jadwat who looks to have the drop on teammate Bence. It is a drag race down to turn 1. That is San Donato. Bence now trying to go around the outside of Jadwat. It hasn't quite worked. And Jason Absmeyer on debut, as I've said before, in third position, maintaining position ahead of Peter van Vieren. Van Vieren now winner from the last round at Spa, and he's all out of shape. Off he goes, hits a tyre barrier but manages to rejoin safely. But it is Jadwat who leads during this opening lap. On board now with Jonathan Bence through Arabata 1 and then Arabata 2. Very tricky corner that. It's getting quite tight in the midfield. Absmeyer on debut keeping pace with the two front runners. Johan now doing a fine job in 5th position. Beg your pardon, he is in 6th position. Really great start after starting in 10th. Van Vieren has started his recovery drive after that opening lap excursion off the track. He's already managed to pass Azim Edwards into turn 1. Van Vieren now latched onto Marcus Steyn. In turn is battling Johan Nel in the black BMW. On board now with Steyn. Van Vieren has got ahead of Steyn. I'm not quite sure what happened there, if Steyn made an error. through up into 7th position. Mark Henry in 4th now, starting to close the gap to Absmeyer in 3rd. Look back now from Conrad van Beek's orange Ferrari at Johan Nel. Desperately trying to fend off Peter van Buren. Van Buren with a look up the inside of Johan Nel, but they do make contact and off goes Nel. There's a bit of a late lunge by Van Buren. It's caught Johan Nel unawares. Yes, and Peter van Buren has decided it was his fault and he's decided to conduct a drive-through penalty. Great stuff from Van Buren, taking ownership for that error. The racing is super close and mistakes can happen. It's great to see drivers taking ownership of that. And Jonathan Benz is not letting his teammate Bashir Jadwat get away. Look at this. Jadwat using all of the track and some, oh, a bit too much there, and off he goes and nearly sideswipes his teammate. And through goes Jonathan Benz into the lead. Hembury into 2nd position. And Conrad van Beek into 3rd, and Marcus Stein will slip into 4th as well. So Jadwat has gone from 1st to 5th. So Benz leads from Hembury, from Conrad van Beek. Those are our top 3 at the moment, with 4 laps down. We're on our 5th one now, 5th lap of 28. And don't forget, these drivers need to make 1 mandatory pit stop, and we should expect that around laps 12, 13, 14. Steyn now making inroads on Van Beek. Van Beek's run wide in the number 11 Ferrari. Steiner is right there with him. Steiner looking for that slipstream effect down the long main straight. And here he comes, he's going to look for the outside line and try and outbrake him, run along the outside of San Donato. And he looks to have made the move stick. Yes, he has. Van Beek looking to come back at him though. But no, Steiner's gone to third. Look at the background there, Bashir Jadwat has come to the party as well. Van Beek seems to be struggling through the fast right and the Casanova corner. Chris Heineke maintaining position ahead of Gerda Smit. This is the fight for 9th position. At the moment it's going all this man's way. Jonathan Benz, who leads on lap 7 of 28. Mark Hembury is keeping pace with him in 2nd position though. And Marcus Steyn in 3rd position, also not far away. Jadwat now all over the back of Van Beek. Steyn is slowed on the approach to Scarperia, and now the three are very close together. On board now with Steyn looking back at Van Beek and Jadwat. Jadwat looking around the outside line. Van Beek goes defensive. Nazim Edwards in 6th position is catching this battle for 3rd all the time. And Jadwat now very close to Van Beek. On board now with Jadwat. Oh, big correction there for Jadwat. He manages to save it. He lost a bit of ground to Van Beek. It's not too bad. Jones in 7th position, the red Ferrari. And he is catching the Zim Edwards in 6th. Bane's looking very comfortable. Oh, and this is Mark Henry, our man from 2nd position, has got it all wrong. Where is that? That must be Scarperia on the exit of it. Could have just clipped the curve there. Marcus Stain is suddenly in 2nd position. A good consistent drive by Stain so far. Seizing up into 2nd position. And he's after starting from 7th. A good job from him so far. Jones very aggressive through Casanova and Savelli. Sliding the Ferrari through turn 7. Ben's had a bit of a tank slapper through San Lorenzo, but does well to hang on to it and keep it pointing in the right direction. This goes to show he's not shutting off at all. Still trying to open up the gap back to this man Marcus Stain. Judd Watt just behind us now, looking for a good drive out of the final of the last turn. And he looks to have it in the slipstream from the Shadow Ghostworks Ferrari. Stain goes defensive. Judd Watt looking to go around him. And Judd Watt has made it work. Great move there from the number 83 BMW. And Squadra Ghostworks are once again number 1 and 2. Big slide by Stain, hangs on to it. Thrilling stuff there. Look at Conrad van Beek, very close behind in 4th position in the orange Ferrari. Embry now starting to challenge Jones for 7th position. The guys will be thinking about when to do their pit stops. We should expect our race leader Jonathan Bence in anytime soon. The Heineke Smith battle rages on. Embry desperately looking for a way around Jones. Embry peels off into the pits. Our race leader Jonathan Bence is also in the pits. In the meantime, you can see him there in the top right part of the pits in our picture. It is Bashir Judd Watt who has claimed the lead for now. Of course, he still needs to do his pit stop. Meantime, Jonathan Bence is building up tyre temperature. Looking after the tyres during this warm-up phase. So when will Bashir Jadwat conduct his pit stop? And the answer is now. In comes Jadwat. Will Konrad van Beek do the same? Yes, he does. Nazim Edwards has decided to stay out a bit longer. Jones has come in as well. Smith has gone through into second position. Jadwat has rejoined in third. In fourth, should I say. Jonathan Benz is in second position. And Smith in third. And Jadwat in fourth. In comes our wrestler Nazim Edwards into the pits. Jonathan Bence will once again regain the lead of this race. And Jones for some reason has joined one lap down on the rest of the field, so he's had a problem during his pit stop. Jadwat now starting to challenge Gerrit Smit for second position. Of course, Smit still needs to conduct his pit stop. And Smits lost the rear of his Ferrari through Biondetti, that is, and he lets Jadwat through pretty easily. Most likely will dive into the pits. No, he won't. He decides to carry on and challenge Jadwat for that second position. He looks to have the straight line performance to pass him down the main straight. Who would it be under braking? No, there's Jadwat who slips by into second. not running as much downforce as the BMW. Really produced the straight line performance there to pass Judd Watt down the main straight. You see the BMW is much quicker through the corners. Pity that Jones is one lap down. He's looking to have a good race with Steyn for that third position. It is not to be for this race, unfortunately. Mark Embry has shown really good pace during this race, getting stronger and stronger with every drive that he does. And what has happened to Judd Watt? There he is. He will rejoin behind Jones. And he's fallen back from second position, of course. Steyn now through Sandonato we go. Luco turn 2 and then Poggio, which is turn 3. Got a hard charging Jones behind him, is looking to unlap himself. I hope Steyn knows that Jones is a lap down, he doesn't have to push as hard as he needs to. Steyn's Ferrari sporting a new livery for this race. Looking good. Judd Watt in third position, now catching up to Marcus Steyn at quite a significant rate. Remember, this man in the red Ferrari, Jason Holm-Jones, is a lap down. And at this rate, Judd Watt should be with Steyn in the next 2 or 3 laps. We have just 4 laps remaining, so Judd Watt won't have a lot of time to make a move on Steyn when he's finally caught up to him. But let's see what happens next. Jones being a lap down shouldn't put up too much of a fight to Judd Watt and let him through. He will be receiving the blue flags from now on. Great fight this between Edwards and Van Beek. This is for 5th position. Judd Watt, we can see now, is moved past Jones. Mark Henry is also turning at the pace in 4th position. In there just behind Jones. And sure enough, Judd Watt is about to challenge Steyn for that 2nd position. We have just about 2 and a bit laps remaining. Can Steyn do enough to keep Judd Watt behind him? BMW looking much better through Casanova. Far better entry and exit speed. Again through Arabata 1 and 2. Judd Watt is closed right up now. We look from on board with Steyn and Jadwat. Jadwat looking to go around the outside of Steyn, but I fear that won't work this time round. Looking for the slingshot, I think he's got it. No, he hasn't quite made it work. Steyn desperately hanging on to that second position. Steyn flinging the car left, trying to break the toe back to Jadwat. Steyn not using a defensive line, that is surprising. And that's just what Jadwat needed. He slips by up the inside. And he's gone to second position. Race leader Jonathan Pence has started the final lap of the race, lap 28. Jadwat looks to have cemented that second position. Standing third, Hembury still circulating in fourth. Here comes Jones, a lap down unfortunately, in 11th position. Van Wyk in 5th, Edwards in 6th. And Sidlata Khan a couple of laps down unfortunately. But it is Jonathan Pence with just 2 corners remaining. Jonathan Pence is our winner for round 4. Congratulations to him. Fantastic, consistent drive by him. Bashir Jadwat has recovered to second position. Great comeback by him. Marcus Steyn has secured the final podium position. Hembury comes through to take 4th. Jones has actually finished in 10th position. Philip Latakhan in 11th. Van Wyk on the lead lap will finish in 5th position, just ahead of Nazim Edwards. Great fight there. Chris Heineke is desperately trying to fend off Peter van Buren for 7th. Cautiously defensive into the final corner, but he looks to have done enough. Heineke comes through to claim 7th. Van Vieren in 8th. And this man Gerda Smit will claim 9th position. Well, that's all we have for round 4 at Mugello of the South African Sim GT Endurance Series. From me, Jason Holden Jones, thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until round 5 at Monza, cheers for now.